So let's get into what Marcellus Wiley had to say. Now, this is just a minute of a longer conversation. Keep that in mind. But this is some of what he had to say about the allegations, especially in reference to Joy.
Heard that Charlie Dixon and Joy Taylor were sleeping together. But upon hearing that, I'm not going to lie to y'all, it makes a lot of things make sense. It unlocks a lot for me. Sleeping with Emmanuel Acho, I've heard that before, multiple times. Recent as a week or two ago. Part of the reason it was suggested that they do a show together was because of these allegations in the lawsuit that they were sleeping together, conspiring to get that to go. Conspiring with Charlie, conspiring with Emmanuel Acho. Let's make this work. What is crazier is how they split apart, do it different shows. You can say, well, Skip is fired, which is a part of this lawsuit as well. I mean, this is crazy. That's why I say I'm a systematic.
So Marcellus said he heard those same rumors too. Marcellus said that it doesn't seem like a coincidence that Joy and Emmanuel ended up on the same show together. I don't know.
I mean, if you watch the rest of that, because I watched the rest of that show, he also said the reason why they on different shows now is because the executives found out that the relationship allegedly went sour, and so they want to keep both of them on it, so they gave them different separate shows. That's what Marcellus had also said, which I could see that too. Like, hey, we both got them under contract.
Yeah.
We can't have
We don't want it to be
any PR, negative PR.
Flow. We don't want the set to be uncomfortable for anybody. Let's move them around. 2 different day parts. They don't even necessarily got to cross paths with each other in the dressing room, where all of this alleged to have gone down.
Allegedly.
So, I mean, what are your final thoughts on all of this, Nick?
Again,
it's still early in the
as I
situation.
said, I think we're gonna go further down this rabbit hole before it gets finalized. And I think I could see a settlement out of court as far as the Skip Bayless situation and the MUA, the young lady who's the MUA is concerned. Hairstylist, excuse me. I could see a settlement out of court. I think Fox will also settle out of court because if these allegations prove to be true, this is damning evidence, not just against Skip Bayless, but against Fox Sports. And Fox Sports 1.
And it's bringing up, once again, those, good old boy environments, boys will be boys,
not protecting
locker
women,
room culture, and all of these things. So, Andy.
Stephen A. and Molly's on the clock right now. Look, I'm not trying to put that energy out there, but just considering all of this stuff, it's like.
But here's the thing, and that is a good example that you bring up. Because Molly was married to Jalen Rose for a period of time. And in theory, they probably met at work. Here is the bottom line when you're dealing with talent and really in any workplace situation, but especially when you're dealing with things that are front-facing, camera talent, attractive people or non-attractive people, whatever you think are going to be attracted and attractive to people. And people are going to sometimes connect. And sometimes we think nothing of it.
I mean, when you're in close proximity so many days and so much time, I mean, Andy and I are WWE fans. They're on the road 51 weeks out of the year. We hear so many times about backstage romances formulating, even when they have outside relationships, because they're constantly around each other. That synergy continues to breed, and eventually it's going to turn. It has a higher probability of turning into something than not. That's just how it goes. The only man that has escaped all of this, Colin Cowherd.
Oh.
He's the only one that has not been mentioned negatively. Everybody, even Joy, said he's a very professional person. He doesn't cross any lines. Everybody that's worked with Colin said he's very professional and very astute and very down the line. Like, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're here for a show, and that's it. So if anybody's in the clear, it's Colin Cowherd.
I mean, listen.
For now.
But again, one day, because some of this was alleged to have happened not at work, at a Christmas party,
Yeah.
where there was probably alcohol and things flowing, and maybe people thought it was a much more casual situation than what it was. Those type of things become fuzzy at times.
That's why I don't drink at company functions.
I like.
I'll take one drink. I'll take one drink, but that's as far as I go.
100%, I agree with that.
Let everybody, because I've learned too. If you let everybody else drink, you learn something.
Does Acho still get some smoke?
I mean, he didn't really do anything wrong. Listen, so they hooked up. So they talked about, hey, let's pump each other up and get on air together. I mean, them having a relationship is their business. Them saying, hey, let's work together to try and make us shine on and get on this show.
No.
That's what you do with coworkers sometimes in those things. So I can't be mad at that. The things that are tricky would be, if you directed this woman that felt uncomfortable to not say anything, that's not cool. If you threatened sexual harassment, if this man didn't do what you wanted him to do, that's not cool. But her maybe sleeping her way around, it's not right, but like Whitney said, it's probably okay. I don't know, because I feel like people have relationships all the time, and that line gets really fuzzy.
I guess in this instance, as they once said, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
I mean,